So I'll probably like make some of. Like, I haven't played much against Mars since then, so I think it's fine. Let me see. Let me see if they still have that. Oh shit. Maybe they don't have that actually saved. But okay. I don't. They don't have that saved. So instead, I am gonna do a. I want to VOD review a Luigi set.
Okay.
There's a few Luigis in region. Seabass is one of them. 8VA is another one. Seabass will actually be at the cave tonight. So I want to be ready. Like, I want to be able to beat Luigi, you know? And I'm having really, really close sets with these Luigis, so I know I can do it.
Okay.
I just need to figure out a little bit more. So I'll send you the link to this stream. Let me see how I can share it.
Perfect.
Oh, cool. And I was actually watching it back earlier, so I already know the timestamp. Let me see.
It's funny, like the Fox player the Fox player before you, we actually talked about Luigi a little bit there too.
Oh, nice. Okay, so your brain is warmed up for it then.
I mean, it doesn't take much for Luigi. There's only like 5 things to know, but like they are important. Like you do need to know the 5 things. So.
Okay, good. Because I definitely am not doing the 5 things. Then how do I find it? Wait. Oh, here we go. Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Share in direct messages. Yeah.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right, excellent.
All right.
I see it. I'm pulling it up. And what's the timestamp?
The timestamp is. Also just to say, I know we started later than the time I said. So like, whenever you want to finish it, that's like 5 or 5:15. Then that's fine with me.
Okay.
And so the timestamp is 3:15.
Okay. Twitch is being a little dumb. For some reason, it's like not loading the video. I think it's something to do with... Do you know what could be causing that? Because Twitch has been like inconsistent for me in general. Let me think of it. Let me think here.
It's working for me right now on mobile.
Yeah, just give me like 2 seconds. Like I'm cool with going to like 5:10 or so, but like just give me 2 seconds to like troubleshoot this because this has been like kind of been a problem. So
5:10 is good with me. And if we get through the Luigi stuff like more quickly, because it's also only a best of 3, it's not a very long set. Then maybe we can look at a different thing before we finish.
Sure. Okay. Cool. So it's just telling me to like clear the cache. So I'm just gonna do that quickly and go from there. So, blah, 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 blah. I think it's Control-Shift to delete. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
One thing I'll say about that, I guess, are you still troubleshooting?
I should hopefully be at the end of it, assuming that this worked. It's still not loading, but that's okay. Let me just try something else. What were you going to ask, though?
I don't know. Something that's been frustrating for me, I don't even know. I don't know if this is an answer, because it's like, I did like quite a bit of solo practice last week, and I've been like grinding friendlies a bit more. But I feel like I've been making like silly mistakes during bracket. I don't think there's really an answer for it at the moment. I think I just need to play like friendlies a little bit more. But especially at the ledge, just like running off stage and down airing instead of doing like a down smash at ledge or what I want to do. But I don't think, again, I don't think there's actually an answer for that. But I think it might happen in this set, so that's just like a fair warning. There's the second game in particular, I make a lot of really seriously bad mistakes that I'm aware of.
Okay. Perfect. So I've got the video working, and you said it was at 2:15?
3:15.
3:15. Okay, there we go.
All right, let me...
Because I saw doubles, so I was just like, okay.
Yeah, they love doubles at BMS.
Nice.
All right.
I have always been a singles guy, but that's okay. To each their own. So, tell me, okay, so what things do I not need to, like, look out for? Like, what are the things that you've already kind of, like, figured out that, like, you should be changing with what you're doing? Or, like, I just want to understand where you're at, like, how you view this matchup, and then I can go from there.
I want to try to I know I need to try to put more pressure on Luigi and corner him and not give him all the space to do his dash, stance, wave dash, and mix up.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that sometimes when Luigi is kind of on top of me and I'm trying to smack him away, I try to do a bear, but obviously I get soft bear, and then he hits me, and so I need to stop doing that bear when he's on top of me to push him away. I need to stop doing that down air when I'm coming down, because Luigi can ASDI down, and also it wouldn't even get me much at this percent either. And Luigi is holding down a lot of the time too, so don't come down with down air most of the time, especially because Luigi can cover his head pretty well anyway.
This fair was really good. That fair was also fine. You just shouldn't have. I wouldn't have gone for the forward tilt after.
Okay.
So there's a fair coming up that I want us to watch very carefully, because it's basically the thing to do in the matchup. So not this, but here. So in a second. So this I would have falling bared. Once you jump to this spot, I would have come down and done the bear low to the fast fall bear low to the ground. Or a turnaround needle to control this space. The name of the game versus Luigi is diagonals. Why do you think diagonals are important versus him?
Oh, because he only has horizontal move. I mean, I guess he can move vertically or horizontally, but he cannot move at a diagonal, and he's moving along the ground most of the time.
Right, so let's do a quick visual representation of this, because I think that this is a really key concept. You can see the screen, by the way, right?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Cool. So we're not gonna use where the characters are. We're gonna create some constructs. So this is you, this is Sheik. And you're standing here, you've got your mask, you've got your hat, and then you've got your super powerful feet. And then you've got Luigi here, and he's kind of got a hat, and it says L because he loses a lot. And then he's got his dorky looking look, and then he's got his also fairly impressive powerful feet. So here's the thing: if you are here, he can reach you with one movement, right? But the second you go anywhere up here, he needs two, because he can't just really what you're doing a lot of the time versus Luigi is you're just making it you're just mapping out where his rising rising full hop forward or short hop forward aerial goes. And because he's so because he's got such tiny air mobility, he's so slow in the air, it's usually not that far. It's usually here, right? If he jumps forward, he can go at kind of this line.
Right, exactly.
So as long as you're not there, as long as you're anywhere outside of that, relative to where he is, and it gets a little weird with his wave dash momentum, but you can basically be anywhere around here, and he has to do two movements in order to hit you. Anything in this kind of blob, and you're good. So this whole space is very safe for you. What
about Oh, you mean even if he's right there in the center, but I feel like that space under plat isn't very safe.
Why?
Because can't he just wave dash in, grab me, or wave dash in down?
I mean, yeah, directly under the platform, sure, but what if we're what if we're short hopping, right? Let's move Sheik a little bit higher. Let's say that she's here now, right? So she can attack with her fair as he's coming forward. She can aim down at the 45-degree angle. Where do his attacks hit on his body? They mainly hit in front of him and on close to the ground, right?
Yeah.
So
he does have his but he does have. I get hit by wave dash in up tilt.
Okay.
I also get hit by wave dash in up air.
Okay. So in those cases, if you're getting hit by wave dash in up tilt and up air, then what if we just don't jump? What if we shield instead? You know what I mean? I think that what we're trying to do is, the point of the diagonal is that it forces him to overextend or commit in advance to how he's going to deal with us, because he has to either shorten his wave dash or place it deep into our space. He has to adjust his wave dash based on how he thinks we're going to be positioned relative to him in the diagonal spot. That's the only way that he can really get in on that. So what we need to do is we need to just mix up effectively. I think that one of the big weaknesses people have with Luigi is not doing enough things.
Okay.
So let's take a look at this fair that's coming up. So this, in my opinion, is this is a money fair. Because he's just pinned. We go for it. It's low to the ground. We're hitting this spot he doesn't really control well. This one here is also really good. I would just pull back more after it.
Right, okay.
Or after going for it, just like don't go for this F tilt immediately. So like I'm curious, what is the point of this forward tilt? What are you trying to stop here?
It's sort of like the thing that I do against Peach, you know, where it's like I get the fair and then I want to F tilt, but I didn't react to the fact that I didn't hit them. Or maybe it was actually I was trying to.
I think you're trying to hit wave dash forward.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to punish him for when he throws out an option.
Gotcha. So, if we're going for something that punishes him for throwing out an option, could we just wait? Could we just wait a little bit before doing this?
Yeah, maybe I should like. Honestly, but I'm in his range where I get. Oh, do I only get grabbed because I F tilted?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I could jump there. I could short hop too, like just short hop, and like if he stays in shield, tomahawk grab. If he does something, then I fair.
Yeah, exactly. I think that sounds really good. You could even like rising fair if you wanted to, because you can hit like the edge of his shield. It still gets him if he comes forward. As long as you space it in fast fall, you should be pretty safe. Like if he wave dashes out on the second fair. Yeah, you have a lot of options here. I wouldn't limit yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
You could also even just like stand there, remember, like as well, because if you stand outside of his effective threat range, yeah, like the only thing he has that hits, like his out of shield options are, if he's shielding, are he can aerial, like going up, he can he can up B, he can up smash, he can grab. If you're outside of the range of those things. There's nothing that stops you from just like letting him miss and then grabbing him. He can technically jump into down B, but you can beat that with just by simply crouching while you're waiting. So
right, yeah, yep.
So yeah, I would just like the weakness of wave dash characters, like one of the big ones, is that when they're shielding, they have to like what is and isn't safe on their shield is very flexible. Because if you're out of their immediate attack, like counter hit range, with like their shield grab and up smash and stuff, you don't need the same frame safety that you need versus other characters, because the way they get you out of shield requires a wave dash, which is, you know, jump squat plus 10. So negative like 15 is suddenly actually okay, because it's like that 14 for him is just to move. Like, that's just to be actionable. He then has his move on top of that. So, yeah, I would, like, tipped forward tilt is actually really good on him for that reason.
Right.
Like,
he can't really punish it. I can just, like, F-tilt, run away.
Or, well, that's the thing. Like, why are we running away? That moves us right into the zone that he's going to move into with his, like, wave dash, right? Why don't we hold our ground?
So what should I do after the F-tilt, then?
I don't know. You could shield, if he's wave dashing really far to like try to hit you, you could shield. You could go for another hit, like a down smash. You could crouch. You could jump, like dash jump away for a diagonal. Like, you've got a lot of options. I'm just not sure I would necessarily dash away.
Right. So you just mean keep the pressure on.
Yeah. Or if you do
if you
reposition, do it with a jump, like a dash jump, like a good dash jump away, so you move into the diagonal and require him to jump to hit you. Because then you can outmaneuver him in the air. But, once you're, if you're just dashing away from him, this is how everyone gets hit by him. Because think about it. How many times have you seen a Marth or someone, or even, you, just, tap him, and then he wave dashes and then hits you out of your retreat?
Right, exactly. That happens all the time. That happens constantly.
Yeah, so just use different motions. He's kind of like Falcon, too, where you can dash forward a lot of the time as well. You can...
Yeah, I've noticed that. It, kind of beats, because his approach options are it feels like very preemptive. So if I just do something before he decides what he's going to approach with, or if he's already decided, then I can often just react and beat it.
Well, I'm not sure that you're necessarily reacting, because this happens quickly. But yeah, you can plant, you can see where he is, think about what's happened, and then yeah, just decide accordingly. Because, yeah, a lot of times, like, that period of inaction, especially on long wave dashes, it's easier to deal with moving forward than it is, like, moving away from it. Why are we going for up smashes on this guy? Why aren't we just, like, slapping him 8 zillion times? Or, like, slapping him twice and then killing him?
Like, slapping him when he,
Yeah, like here.
Like, out of this one, oh, so just, like, wait for him, and then, like, so if you up-B's towards me, I can shield on reaction. Right? That's what to do if he up-B's towards me.
Well, if he side B's towards you, what I would do...
Sorry, side B, yeah.
Yeah, so what I would do is, let me see here. Where is an example? So right now, I would be... Actually, yeah, this let's just grab the... Let's just make a new diagram, and I'm going to give this to you. But the big thing here, what I would say is... So, with you being here, if he misfires, can you get hit?
No.
Right. So let's work with that even harder. Like, let's make sure that we are super proof for misfire. What if we short up needle here? Or
I
like
think that's what. Do I do that or do I falling needle? What do I do? Oh, I falling needle. Okay.
Falling needle's okay. Like, it's not what I would do, but like it's fine. The one thing I like about the short hop needle, though, is that it lets you keep your position that is currently very safe from his misfire.
Okay.
Because I think if he misfires, when you short hop, he actually flies into you and hits you. So the idea is that we're using the needle to guard for the misfire, and then if it doesn't happen, then when he comes forward, then we just, like, you know, we auto cancel, right? So then we just fall and hit him.
So if he is above ledge, can stay on side plat and short hop needle, keeps you safe from misfire, and then if he goes, and then so let me just map this out. So let's say he misfires. Then I just drop and, like, you know, I can react to that. I run down, I go and punish him, I grab him or whatever. If he just side B's normally and lands onto stage, I can drop down and grab him because I'm still on plat.
Yeah.
But if he side B's under ledge, then do I, like, needle turn around to grab ledge, or?
So why are we letting him get to the stage?
Oh, if he side B's here, well, let's say I do the short hop needle here, and let's say it whiffs. Let's say it doesn't work.
Yeah. So then he would be traveling behind the needle line, right? Because if he's here, then he gets hit by it anyway. So he has to be behind the needle line. So if he doesn't get hit by it because he's behind it, like so, like here, you'll see it here. So, like, what I'm saying is we short up needle here, so it lines up like this. And then if it doesn't hit because he's in front of it, we just drop through the platform and fair him.
I see. Okay.
Because yeah, like, he's falling this entire time. Like, we had enough time to jump. So yeah. We're just like, same thing here. Like, with him moving forward, if he misfires, he goes over you. So what I'm thinking is we just stand here, and then once we see that he hasn't misfired, we just short hop back and slap him about here.
Right, okay.
The other thing I'd comment on about the needle system is, if he's higher than the ledge height, like if he's higher than we are on the side platform, being below him is fine, but if we're already up here, you can also just use the grounded needles and shoot forward.
Okay. If I don't have enough time to get on plan setup.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if not enough time to get to plat to set up for short hop needle, charging grounded needles will still hit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, really what we're doing, the way to kill him is we don't let him come back a million times. Like, what we are doing is we're guarding this section of the map really, really hard. And also, like, limiting the amount of risk. We don't actually want to edgeguard him up here as much as, like, very often, if we can help it. If we do have to, it's fine, just back air him, or eventually up air, maybe fair him if we can to bring him down, but, like, it's, the spot that he struggles with is this kind of area. Up here he just has so many chances to misfire, he probably will. At some point.
Okay. So then I guess the last thing about edge guarding is, so let's say that he side B's behind the needle range. He's not back on stage, but he was behind the needle range, doesn't get hit by needle. So then after that, do I drop down and grab ledge?
Yeah, because what we...
Start,
Yeah,
start
exactly.
back airing?
Yeah, because like what we're doing with the back air is we're basically guarding this area, right? So then, and this area can move outward based on our jump, like based on how we do our ledge hop. So yeah, exactly, same idea. Like our back air hits kind of this blob, and we can do it here, we can do it here as we're wave dashing off. So yeah, we just, if he gets behind this line, if he's like here, if he's like down here somewhere and trying to recover, yeah, we just grab the edge, or we continue to shoot needles to force him low and then grab edge later. One of the two. Because again, after we short hop needle, we can just fall through and shoot more needles. Like, we don't have to give anything up yet.
I see. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Let me just write. Okay. That's
like,
very true.
Yeah, like if we short hop needle here and like he goes down here below the original needle line, like we can just shoot another needle into this, you know, to make another one. And then be like, and then tell him, okay, now deal with that one too. Because then either he fast falls to get around it, jumps above it, and then that tells us what we do. If he goes low, then we grab edge. If he jumps around it, cool, we probably slap him or something. Like run off slap. It's fine. Like, yeah, we've got an answer for whatever he does.
Okay, cool. So, you know, so the short hop needle into drop down needle should cover a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, get creative. Like, don't, like, again, this is a good baseline, but get creative with it, because he's going to be used to this. The way that they fight this is they try to make it as they either play over here and try to get back with, like, double jump sweet spot. The way, it's still something we can beat, just with, like, the merits of this system, but it gets tricky, so, you know, don't be prepared for the unexpected, and, yeah, just... Stay loose. You got this. Like you have the skills to like pull this off.
Yeah, I know. All right. So I'm sure there's going to be a situation at some point. I do want, when we get to a point where he's on ledge, I'm trying to ledge trap. I do want to talk about that. So we'll see when that happens.
Sure. So let's go ahead. We're probably going to have one coming up soon. Okay, not here.
But also, there's other. Oh wait, I'd like to think that I...
Oh, he's Omega. What are we doing? We're giving him so many chances. Also, just up smash him at this point.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah.
Like, once he's at 140, just, yeah, if he's still alive, up air or up smash him. Yeah. But, like, my point would be that, like... We don't have to be so passive about our edge guarding. Like, we can even go out there a lot of the time, but... Okay, so you just killed him, so this will probably be a ledge trapping situation, if, like, off the things that, like, come here. Okay, so here we go. We got one. So let's talk about this spot, right? Because this is what you wanted to go over?
Yes. Very much so.
So what about this situation do you not, like, vibe with?
All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. So
yeah,
down throw.
So we have like this combo. So forward tilt I like. My question is like, why are we going up to hit him?
Oh, I should drop down and try to like punish his landing.
Well, we don't necessarily need to like drop down. Like we could run forward and shield. If he hits our shield, we could like then shield drop aerial. Yeah. Like, we could shield drop fair forward, push him this way, maybe forward, maybe fair again after. I feel like we're reaching. That's all. When we have a lot of really good traps available by out positioning him. But let's talk, like, this is the situation. So let's talk this. So he comes up, and I think that he jabs and you down smash. So your move, like, out prioritizes him on damage, and you put him back there. So what about this situation do you not like? What doesn't jive with you?
So that time I handled it okay.
Yeah, this looked fine to me. Like there was a slight timing thing with like so this was good. And
but sometimes if he refreshes invincibility, like that down smash won't work there. Like he'll up tilt me instead of me down smashing him.
Shouldn't those two clank a lot of the time?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough.
I would think that those two should clank, but the other thing I'd comment on is if Luigi is coming up with smash attacks and up tilts and stuff to try to like break you because he thinks that you crouching there is queuing for a down smash, why don't we just shield them? Like we can just shield and grab him for that.
Right. Okay. All right. If Luigi is spamming tilts and smash, tilts and smash attacks out of ledge dash, just shield them. And obviously, I don't want to abuse that too much. So I'd like, if it works one time, the next time I'd probably try to go to. I don't know. I don't feel like I want to be standing there like too much of the time in this position because I feel like a lot of the time he can mix it up with. He's either gonna do one of his tilts or his down smash, or he can also grab me, obviously.
Yeah. So let's talk about diagonals real quick. So you're up. Let's say that you're starting on the platform here, right? So he because that's a pretty safe spot for Sheik to generally be here. So as long as you're not inside his range for like ledge hop fair and ledge hop up air by being here. So like this is kind of like the do not jump into this area zone because ledge hop aerial, yeah, we shouldn't jump into those. From here, when Luigi comes up with this ledge dash, here he spot dodged, but what else can he do when he comes up from the ledge?
When he comes up from the ledge, he can spot dodge. He could use one of his smash. He could use down smash, F tilt, or up tilt. They like up tilt a lot because apparently they have the most iframes on up tilt. And he could also, non-invincibly. If I'm on plat, he could jump to try to up air me. That would be a bit riskier.
Yeah. So grab, down smash, up smash, tilts. He could down B if he wanted to. So my question, and then he could also aerial, but it doesn't have aerial doesn't have Galint, and then he also has spot dodge and roll. So my question here is, do we need to go down? Do we even need to go down and interact with him here?
That seems a little bit risky.
Yeah, so why don't we could probably just play a really annoying baiting game here, right?
Okay. Yes.
Because we don't have to all of these things, once they miss, if we're shielding up here, they're all punishable, right? If we're shielding or dash dancing up here, yeah, the second he misses any of this, we're good. So I would think that being up here and varying how you come down to be a little bit more reactive, to be a little bit more patient or go second basically. That should be the name of the game here. You could, because the other thing here is that he has to also time for when he thinks you're going to come down, right? Because he can put his up smash here, he can put his up smash here, he can put his up smash here. There's all these different spots that he can't really put it closer than that. But
okay, this actually, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. That makes, as I feel obviously, as you're explaining it, the only places where I'm really getting punished off the ledge dash is when I'm grounded, when I'm chilling on the ground. But yeah, there's just way too much variability with where he can very quickly be with the lint that it's just it's way safer to be on plat. I see that.
Yeah, the other cool thing is that when he stronger facing you or facing away from you in general?
Luigi is always stronger facing you.
Right. So if he ledge dashes this way over here, if we're not committing to our shield, if we're using our dash dance and stuff when we're on the platform to bait, then we can actually get behind him pretty easily and have a way of attacking him. Because think if he these oranges ones are up smashes, right? So let's say he comes up and whiffs one coming behind us, or we just stay behind him, right? Then we're coming down here and we can fair into him where he doesn't have his up air to hit.
Okay.
So that's a lot scarier for him, isn't it? Because he has to defend with his back air, and his back air is not nearly as good as his up air, his fair, and his other stuff.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, so that's what I'd comment on that. I actually don't think that being on the ground is intrinsically bad either. I would just treat it more like a bait. Because remember, if you're on the ground here, you can just head up here. you can try to because if he has to dial up his ledge dash to hit a specific spot here, and then you jump around with like, you know, waveland off the side, come down fair or something, or even just head up there and like shield on the platform. Like, all of a sudden, you've got a lot of like baiting power in this position.
Okay, so like just acting like I'm gonna be on the ground, but then just going between those two spaces in a way that'll keep me safe and allow me to also hopefully punish him.
Yeah, you can even like you can even line it up with his cliff weight if you want to be like super professional about it. Because like like
I'm so professional.
Yeah, like as you should be. As one of my learners, are you kidding me? No kidding.
I'm a professional student.
Honestly, there's worse gigs out there. But yeah, like this is so like that back air. I would not let him land. Once I see that nair, I would not let him land. Like if when I
like, oh, is it coming up? Or...
So just in general, so like watch what happens like when you're in these scraps. So he goes for this like down smash. He then like commits the worst nair I've ever seen. Like I know you shielded here, but even with you shielding here...
Oh, I could have run up and I dropped shield, had enough time to jump. I could have run up and grabbed him as he came down.
Or you could wave dash forward and down smash him with the invincibility frame, right? So you're... Because your first active frame is intangible anyway. So yeah, you can just cleave through this and you never even like deal with it. But yeah, if you didn't shield, could also easily grab him, like dash dance grab him, or you could even dash dance into jump forward fair. Like, you have... I would not let him get away with bad nairs.
There's bad nair in neutral. All right. Don't let him land.
Yeah, because like...
but the okay, yeah, I got you. Yep, got it.
No, what were you gonna ask?
No, I was just thinking about like, and if he's already used his double jump, then I probably want to avoid grabbing him because he'll get his double jump back.
Yes, absolutely. Unless he's at kill percent for like for down throw up air or something, then yeah, like I would just not do that. There's kind of two ways to deal with his nair and with his like with him in disadvantaged state like that. The first one is like we just like out prioritize the there's three ways. The first one is we just out prioritize the nair completely. Like we just use our back air to or down smash, like because those two just override it with their like superior disjoint. That's like the first option that's like pretty good. The other one is we go around it. So like what that looks like is you'll do the fair and you'll do it kind of to hit his head where his hitbox doesn't really do anything relevant.
In which situation?
When he's just like when he's just in free fall and he's nairing.
Okay. Just spaces so that I'm smacking his head because fair is enormous and it doesn't cover, and nair doesn't cover his head.
Yeah, exactly. So like those are kind of like the two ways. Right now you're doing like the back air stuff. This is like back air is fine. Like back air you can just use to like it's like a Marth move. You just beat his move with your move. But fair and if you wanted to use fair and nair in front facing things, then yeah, you have to kind of go around him. Like, you kind of want to go around the nair. Like, this, by the way, everything here is exactly what I would be telling you to do in this matchup. Like, you see how you're so annoying once you're in, like, once you have him pinned? And how that nair was kind of hitting his face, generally, like, in his face? Like, this is what I would, like, be doing. This is...
Can we go back, like, to where I threw those needles? Okay, yeah, this is good. I just want to be like, all right, what should I do? Because he ASDI'd down for the F tilt. So I throw these needles. Grab? Okay.
Yeah, needle grab.
Needle grab, okay. Alright, solid. Sounds good. Nice.
You can also down smash because it has the earlier knockdown percent, so like it's fine.
That's true. I was nervous that I was too far for the grab, but yeah, I think I could have gotten it there.
Well, you have to dash jump cancel grab or dash grab. Like you can't just like stand there and grab. You would have to like move forward after the needle confirm.
Alright, so dash and jump cancel. Do I have enough What's Luigi's fastest thing? Jab? But I can also
yeah, jab does nothing because you're like trying to like down throw him, so you're probably like holding down anyway. So jab does nothing. The bigger thing is just like spot dodge, but like if he spot dodge like down smashes you or spot dodge up B's you there, I think that is a completely fine risk for you to be able to like grab him when you have like when you were so ahead. Also like spot dodge, down smash, and spot dodge into combo starter doesn't really do much on Sheik. I don't think his combo starters are really reliable on Sheik in general. Like, I feel like what happens more with him is we get into scraps, and then we just trade a bunch, and he comes out, like, insanely ahead. But I don't think he, like, really gets, like, a clean, like, open up in the way that, like, say, like, Ice Climbers or someone would. You know what I mean? It's not the same dynamic. But maybe you disagree. Like, what do you think?
I feel like if I get caught DIing wrong off the launcher, it can be a long ride sometimes.
Okay, that's fair. But, like, what I'm saying is because we're going for, like, dash, jump, cancel, grab, or, like, dash grab after needles, we know that that's, like, that spot dodge is a possibility there, so we shouldn't be DIing incorrectly, because it's not a scrap.
And so if he grabs me, obviously I always want to DI behind.
Yep.
But if he, you know, if he does not grab, then I'm going to want to be DIing away from him.
Yeah. So... this situation that happens here is a little silly. I think you fast fell too far. But I want to just make sure. Do you know what to do about the up-B when it hits you like that?
Hold up, let me see.
Yeah.
Should I just up-B immediately?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Okay.
like up-B, pull away from the stage so you can get some distance. Like
yes.
And then
boom. I just wasn't. Yeah, that's a lack of. I think that comes down to lack of experience.
Yeah.
Like, I just need to be ready to get I need to be ready on those edge guards.
Just think of it as like getting hit by Marth weak up-B.
Oh, so like okay, there was no platform. I mean, I guess I handled it okay, but I did get hit. You know, but like he's off now. Platform's going away. Goodbye. I can no longer use the platform to like short hop needle.
Yeah, but you can just short. You could like so in that situation, what you do is, so if you it's the mix-up is more between shield and your jump. Right. Because again, like he can do his up smash deep to try to hit you out of your jump, or he can do it like which is terrible versus shield. Yeah, and you can also mix up with like full hop and stuff too, and like your double jump. But like I think that just with short hop, crouch, and shield, you have a lot to work with. You can also just vary how close you are to the edge, because again he moves in such large intervals that he has to aim for where you are too. So if you move closer, this is where like the moving closer bit can be really handy. Because if you dash forward as he's coming up for the ledge dash, a lot of times you're going to be safe. And if he misses, depending on what he misses with, you might be able to still get the punish.
Right, and like, because often he's going to try to ledge dash past me or something, or, you know, or ledge dash to a point where he's expecting to be able to hit me. If I run past, I can get behind him, and then I can grab him or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you still have counterplay. Even getting close to him when he's on the edge like this can be okay, because if he just comes up with like ledge hop aerial, yeah, you just narrow to shield and kill him. So he winds up having to refresh, but he's really slow at doing that because he's so floaty. So yeah, being more aggressive, like pushing into this space with your shield is also fine. Because if he ledge dashes past you, he's gonna fly over here anyway, so you're still safe.
Shield with short hop.
Yeah, shield like your shield is so like it. Think of it this way: your shield is so good against him because he moves forward at 8,000 miles an hour, like when he initiates his movement. So, like, it's really difficult for him to space if you are interacting with that with, like, micro movements and good shielding. And then, yeah, you know how to deal with his grab anyhow, so, yeah, he shouldn't really get much for grabbing you, so, yeah.
I guess, like, the only thing is it's like, ooh, if I do end up in the corner and he grabs me, I do get back thrown. I mean, no, it's not the worst thing, but I don't like being off stage versus Luigi.
No, nor should you, because he's got the dragon punch, like up.
Do you like that up smash though? That up smash was clean though.
That up smash was the best thing you could have done. So I very much liked it, and I really like how you just like how the way that you like moved into it after like you got the forward tilt or whatever popped him up. It was clean. Like you knew that his move was ending there, and that was perfect. I loved it.
It's like, it's here, he whiffed it, but I'm like, oh, he's committing to a movement option, and he doesn't have a double jump. He has to fall here.
Yeah.
That was fun. I love because you know what we talked about this last time. I'm addicted to the tipper up smash. Sounds so fucking good.
It does. And here's the thing. So you've actually accidentally inadvertently gone like figured out like Luigi's big weak spot when he's coming down. Because think about where his moves hit, right? Like his nair hits here, his down air hits in front of him, his back air hits over here behind him. This is his weak spot. Like slightly behind and off center, slightly behind him. That's his weak point. He's got nothing there.
Spice. All right. I'm good to go. I know you said like maybe 5:10. I'm down to go till 5:10 if we want to look at the last game.
Well, you said you wanted to talk like Marth briefly, right?
That's okay. I would rather develop or devote a longer session to Marth, and like when I can pull up a VOD.
Okay, cool. So like let's just like go over takeaways here like while this game is playing cuz I'm assuming this guy beats you if we're looking at this.
Yes, he does. This is Seabass. Seabass PR'd what do you call it? PR'd Luigi in region, has wins on Juicebox, Malachi.
Okay. Let's talk about what we do when we're pinned under these platforms. Cuz like I think this is a big thing that he's going to try to use cuz he looks like he's practiced this. So
yes, yeah.
So the funny thing here is it's going to sound really newbie, but like how do you feel about roll forward?
I feel like I do not use roll enough actually. I almost never roll unless I'm getting specifically pressured in corner and I'm feeling really trapped, but I generally try not to do it.
So here's the thing about roll versus this guy. Remember how he moves forward in like these giant lunges and like it's sometimes safer to go into him than away from him? Roll forward actually kind of works for that because the only way he punishes that is by reading the roll with another wave dash back. So in spots like this where you're under this platform in a second, like not here, but once he chucks you here. Yeah. So look at how he moves around the platforms with these like long wave dashes and stuff and like gets into position. Like imagine if you just rolled forward when he wave dashed forward.
Yes.
Or when he full hopped. Like you're in perfect position and he still has to go through all this effort to come down. So yeah, like rolling forward when he commits to like a long motion is completely fine. Like rolling somewhere when he commits to a long motion that puts you into a better spot is completely fine. Is it better technically to like wave dash into dashes? Absolutely. But sometimes you need a simple, clean movement that also protects you from an immediate threat. Roll does that better than wave dashing does. So, yeah. Food for thought. Because the other thing here is that you're like trying to like get back to position. You're trying to like do all these like aerial movements and like force the diagonals, but like if you just were a little more comfortable like playing the ground, I don't think you'd have to like do all this stuff, because there's no reason for you to really like with him coming off that side platform, there's no reason for you to really be like worried about what he does when he touches the ground, because either he wave lands forward, which he did, or he attacks in place, which doesn't do anything. So I don't think that this jump is needed at all.
So when he wavelands forward, what do I want to be like retreating or
just hit him?
Like just hit him, just down smash or something?
Down smash, grab. Like if you're already airborne or if you're on the side platform, you can run off and like slap him. You can shoot needles. Like it's just do things. Cuz like right now,
well, I guess actually yeah, I can definitely use needles to control ground a little bit better, cuz it's like yeah, no, I see that.
Yeah, like
just like charge needles, see if he approaches.
Yeah, exactly. And if he like, you know what? I wouldn't make it like I wouldn't use charge needles as like my main plan, but like it's another thing he has to work out, and it's another thing he has to figure out what he's doing about. And remember, every time he has something that requires a different type of wave dash or a different movement in order for him to like counter it, that means that he's going to lose to everything else. So, yeah, this is a very bait heavy matchup. He doesn't handle people playing actively well. He's actually much better at like against passive styles, in my opinion.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Because his micro movement sucks. Like he doesn't have a good dash dance, and his jump is too slow for him to whiff punish with that. So like he has to wave dash, and wave dashing for whiff punish is really hard. See what I mean? He just ran into that. Like you do better when you're active. You see that, right?
Yes, I do, and actually, and like when I've watched Plup and J-Mook do this matchup, it's so much approaching full hop fair, like approaching short hop fair.
Yeah, they're not afraid. They're not afraid of him, because why would they be? Like, he has to do so much effort to like have like kind of a pressure game. And the funny thing is you can Naruto shield on like all of this. Like, once you like, you're gonna get on the ground. I absolutely guarantee you could have nared on this. So yeah, you don't have to be afraid of him. Like, he's Luigi. He's fine. But you're Sheik. You're so much better than fine. Like, he's doing all the things that you should be doing to him, basically. Like, that was... There we go. Alright, so... We'll still watch... Yeah, we'll finish the match, but how are you feeling? Like, what do you...
Much better. I feel like there's just like, those were the spots I named are the spots where I feel like I'm not getting my bang for my buck. You point out some other spots where I can like play the matchup a little bit better, and like it's showing me also, you know, I can abuse this fucker's limited options, and like his frame data really traps him into forces him to do certain things, and it makes him predictable.
Yeah, even if he's not predictable, like, he has to guess so much, and, like, whenever your solution to, like, somebody's neutral game is, well, just get a guess, like, that usually is, like, a very bad sign. One small thing, so, like, when he's messing around with these platforms over here, you're facing him a lot of times when you're doing your stuff, but you can just turn your back to him if he's gonna mess around with this crap, and just, like, back air him. Because, like, there's nothing, like, what is he gonna do? Like, this is what I mean. Like, what does he do about that? Like, if he starts screwing around up here with, like, his, like, Waveland back air, Waveland fair stuff, and you're just, like, doing short hop back air in the middle of the stage, like, how on earth does he ever beat that hitbox? And also, you did the fair here, by the way. So, watch how you lined up for this, for the fair to, like, hit his head.
Yeah.
And it just completely overrides, like, his counter hit.
Oh, I rolled.
Yeah, we know what we're supposed to do there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, once he's there, wait, let's see it again. All right, so I drop, throw the needle, grab, I just rising, like, jump up and fair him or something.
Yeah, you just rising aerial, whichever one's convenient. Yeah. You do the aerial that puts him in disadvantage, like, in the most disadvantage you can. If you want to be, like, technical, it's probably down air, up air, but, like, that's hard. So if you just take the fair or nair and then like edgeguard him on the other side of the screen, nobody's gonna look at you funny. It's totally fine. But yeah, no, like I don't think that your base is that bad here. I think that you have everything you need. It's just that like cleaning up those few areas we talked about. But yeah, you got this. I think
that's why like I came out and said I turned to my friends were asking me how to go. I was like, I mean, he won. He knew what to do more, but I feel like I can beat him. Like, I think I just need to change a few things, and I can beat him. So I hopefully we'll see. We'll see what I can do with this. But and thank you for sort of adjusting your time a little bit. I know we went a little bit over, but appreciate you. Yeah. And next time, I think I'm gonna try to bring some sort of Marth set to review.
Amazing. Good luck at the tournament. I'm rooting for you, and yeah, I'll probably tune in. If you're playing, shoot me a message, and I'll tune in.
Hell yeah, I will. Awesome. Thank you, Kaze.
No problem. Take care, Kush.
Peace.